many of these members supposed to know all these rules you've got? You're gonna write them in a book. Wow. How big's the book gonna be? 300 pages. What are you gonna call it? The Manual of Procedure. Paul, couldn't you make it just a little simpler? Maybe just a little booklet and just call it the ABCs of Rotary. Paul, you said something about pets. Are we all supposed to get a dog or a cat? We train them to do tricks, man. My wife has a canary that can whistle Dixie. Paul, you mean it's not an animal? We don't have to get a pet? What is that? You mean it's just another meeting? Oh. President-elect's training seminar, pets training. Oh. Kind of like teaching old dogs new tricks. And one other thing, Paul, you were telling me about what's this club supposed to do? Just save the world and keep it a secret. No advertising, huh? Just save the world, but don't let anyone know. Paul, that's kind of strange. And Paul, about that four-way test thing you mentioned, you just kept asking questions. Where are the answers, Paul? You mean there aren't any answers? Then why do you ask the questions? About that sport coat thing. You really think all the guys want to wear the same color jacket? Oh, sure, it's a good idea. Yeah, especially for the guy who sells jackets. You know, Paul, this idea, this club has got me baffled here. I think I better think about it a little more. The whole idea just sounds complicated to me. I'll tell you, Paul, if you ever like to go to lunch, why don't you give me a call? Yeah, we'll just go to lunch and talk it over. Well, so long, Paul. I'll be talking to you, seeing you around. And so that was the end of that conversation. But we're very, very fortunate. I don't know whether you know it or not, but that was a conversation 100 years ago. But you wonder, what about today? Fortunately for us, AT&T has so much new technology that they have a heavenly connection. I've got this cell phone here. Let's see what we can do. AT&T? Yeah, yes, I'd like to. I'm calling from, well, of course, I'm calling from Salt Lake City. Yes, I'd like to speak to Paul Harris. You know, they have nice music. It's harps. Oh, what a friend we have. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's the wrong number. I'm trying Paul Harris. No, I don't want to speak to Henry VIII. Try Paul Harris's cell phone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, good. Hey, Paul. Hey, we're down here in Salt Lake City, and we've kept that old club going for over 100 years, you know. You what? It's a surprise to you, huh? Sure, especially with some of the leaders we've got. You can hardly wait to see the next group of governors. Yeah, well, they're a motley crew, all right. And we got assistant governors, too. Yeah, dozens of them. What's that you say? You think a little more quality with yeah, better than quantity, sure. I'll make a note of that, Paul. But Paul, I really want wanted to tell you, we just had this great centennial. We had a wonderful time. Well, sure, your name was used all the time. We used a picture. But by the way, Paul, did you ever have a picture taken when you were younger? You didn't what? You what? Well, we'll still use the old bald one. Sure, all the clubs had centennial projects. Well, sure, Paul, we remember your project, and it was a good one. Yeah, but most towns have public restrooms today. No, Paul, a flush toilet isn't too big of a deal today. But some clubs have planted trees. We've got great projects. We built youth centers. We had expanded libraries and helped people and provided food and water pumps and everything. Yeah, we had some great projects, Paul. It was a great centennial. What? Oh, you had we had centennial poster contest. We had kids draw pictures. Sure. What's that? Your neighbor draws pictures. What's his name? Michelangelo? Yes, Paul. That's nice, Paul. He was good. Sure. But these are just kids, just drawing pictures, and we get them a prize. No, we didn't hang them in the Sistine Chapel. We displayed them in Chicago, all along the wall there. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, right downtown Chicago. That's where we had the convention. Yeah, it was a really big thing. Sure, Paul, we know you lived in Chicago and that you're lonely, and it's hard to be lonely in Chicago today, Paul. I'll tell you, Paul, we celebrated all the achievements of the Polio Plus program. Yeah, you're right. No, you haven't seen many of those little kids up there anymore, coming up there, polio. No, that's because we've immunized over 2 billion children, Paul. Just because of Rotary, yeah.